I don't actually own a black suit and I'm not going to buy one for this, so just pretend. Dearly departed, how is it going? How are you doing? How are your loved ones? That's right, we have a solemn tone for this video. In light of certain recent events, I felt it best to return to another English programme, one that our ex-queen no doubt watched religiously. Robot Wars! It's what she would have wanted, I'm fairly confident. So, Robot Wars. It's about robots. And, they war. It ran on just a bunch of different channels like a strange hermit for 12 seasons and 177 episodes between 1998 and 2018. Now, this isn't a show I watched all that often as a kid, but I'm not sure why, because the premise is literally tailor-made to be exciting for hyped-up 9-year-olds whose parents don't love them. It was a recipe for success. Mwah. All I can vaguely remember about the show is some kind of knight robot, and I think like a Triceratops one. And I remember, despite not watching the show, I really wanted the toys of them, and never getting them. Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie, you work at a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie, you're coming back down. Alright, enough of that, let's get on with it. We've all got places to be. Let's watch the first episode of Robot Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Commander-in-Chief, Jeremy Clarkson.
Ah! First jump scare of the episode, Jesus. Yes, that's right. It turns out Robot Wars was originally hosted by A-level failer Jeremy Clarkson.
We're now at the mercy of machines in a battle the likes of which we've never seen before.
Looks like he did one series of this and ended it.
Outside the studio, women have lashed themselves to the railings.
And then went on to never do anything else of note.
Britain is about to witness the birth of nuclear evil, which is all about robots. Men and women have spent up to 6 months building these machines, and in the next 30 minutes, most of them are going to be smashed.
Alright, so before we begin with the Robot Hunger Games, it's time to meet a few of the contestants and their machines.
I'm surrounded by 36 virgins.
Yep, that's exactly how I expected them to look.
They'll be fighting obstacle courses, they'll be fighting each other, and most worrying of all, they'll be going head-to-head with pure, indestructible evil. The house robots.
Oh, at least they're honest. Hey, that's the Triceratops one I mentioned earlier.
Now, let's see what the competitors have brought along to match that.
Roadblock Kilotron from Hagley Roman Catholic High School, Barry.
Yeah, no, I mean, what else would you call it, really? Alright, I'm locking it in now. Barry is my choice to win.
From Nottingham, Shogun. From Dublin, Nemesis.
Oh, he's intimidating.
From Coventry,
Oh, it's a common name for robots, I see. Alright, so now that we've met all the bots, it's time for the first round. The gauntlet.
This is the gauntlet, and you can run it almost any way you like.
Can I? The basic idea of this first challenge is that each robot must make it from point A to point B in the shortest amount of time possible. Sound simple? Oh, you poor misguided fool. Along the way, the contestants must avoid a wide assortment of traps and evil house robots whose sole purpose in life is to make things difficult for others.
Now, Roboteers, be prepared to be humiliated.
Roboteers, stand by.
You know, the more I think about it, calling these things robots feels like a bit of a stretch. It's probably more accurate to call them weaponised RC cars. Alright, it's time to begin. And up first is Roadblock.
For the first time in the history of Robot Wars, the gauntlet is run.
And they just kind of bypass all the traps and effortlessly make it to the end.
Well, yeah, we were having a bit of trouble getting it off.
What were you operating?
Does this one speak?
So you operated the sword, did you get anyone?
Afraid not. We just were too damn quick.
Oh, no, there he goes. Alright, next up is my main man, Barry. Come on, Baz, don't embarrass me now.
The Barry controllers, 17-year-old Amy Sproat and Daniel Parry. Activate. Our second set of A-level students. Oh, they've chosen a wrong route right from the start, surely, because Bash is there. Amy Sproat and Daniel Parry don't tarry with Barry. Matilda's in, and she's hungry for rubber. And the pupils from Hagley High seem to me to be left hanging high.
Stop and deactivate robots.
Can nothing go right for me? First the Queen, now this. Shogun's turn, and hello. Was not expecting a team to look like that.
This is Shogun.
I can't. I can't in good conscience say what I think they look like.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Seen him somewhere before. Shogun. Oh, off the ramp, officer. Breathalyze that driver.
Nice, 2 in a row, absolutely fucking it.
If you don't try, you don't win.
So what happened?
We didn't try.
It's time for Nemesis. He looks like a disturbed Henry the Hoover, doesn't he? And Nemesis manages to speed his way through the course. Next up is
Controlled by 1-year-old Matthew Dickinson, a radio-controlled car enthusiast.
Wait, is the car being radio controlled or is he? And also makes it through with lightning speed.
That was a stunning run, congratulations.
And last but not least, we have Killatron.
This is Killatron, and this is why.
I'd go and see a psychiatrist if I was you.
And Killatron messes up, but gets just far enough to knock Barry off the show. You had a bad day. You had a bad day. Jesus Christ.
I cannot believe Barry the Robot is out so soon.
Yeah, you and me fucking both, Philippa.
Oh, I mean, is it only superficial?
Yeah, it is. It'll be fine. No problem.
Well done.
Thank you.
Glad we've got Philippa doing the rounds here. Everyone's got a lot of interesting stuff to say.
Do you ever take your waistcoats off though? That's what I want to know.
Oh, we had to wear them. The other 2 team members who couldn't make it made us wear them.
Lads, you do understand, if they're not there, you don't have to wear them. And with that, it's time for round 2. Tell us what we're dealing with, Jezza.
2 fat blokes in pants leaning on each other.
Alright.
Robots don't wear pants.
Now just what do you mean by that, Jeremy? Basically, each robot must attempt to knock another robot out of the ring or survive for a set amount of time. 3 minutes!
He's called cunt. If he were a car, he'd be a tank.
Is a tank a car, Jeremy? I mean, I guess you would know, so...
Stop it. Sit still.
Alright, Shogun is up first.
Bye.
And although he fought honourably, he's knocked out of the ring.
Not good enough.
And what was going to happen if you'd won it?
Well, we had hoped to blow a kiss as he went over the edge.
Yeah, it would be you lot that say that, wouldn't it? Oh, mind you, looks like Shogun is really into the kissing idea. Seems a bit more French than Japanese. Next up, Killatron takes to the ring. And rather boringly, they manage to last the max amount of time in the ring.
Sumo!
At least the narrator is having a good time.
That was interesting, wasn't it? God,
You lasted the minute. Well done.
brilliant. Really enjoyable, that was great.
Alright, let's see what Roadblock has to offer. Roadblock actually succeeds in taking down his rival, but unfortunately sacrifices himself in the process. Oh, hello Jeremy, where are you coming from?
The rules say you won.
Excellent.
Next up is the Flintstones with their robot, the creature from Our Real Monsters, and that demonic little shit manages to knock out his opponent too.
That was my friend, and you sucked him off.
And finally, we cap off the sumo round with Grunt. His name is actually Grunt. I can't keep making the same joke. I'm sorry, I tricked you all. I should give Grunt the respect it deserves.
Matthew Dickinson has to survive 21.51 seconds with Grunt to go through, and he's not going to do it, is he? He's out already.
Oh. Okay. That's what I get for trying to be nice for once. Shan't be making that mistake again.
You blithering idiot.
It's time for the final round of the episode. And this time it's a simple fight to the death. Months of people's hard work all about to be torn to shreds. I can't wait.
If there is no clear winner, a decision will be made by our panel of adjudicators.
We're 21 minutes into this episode. Where have they been hiding?
On the left, we have Dick Dickinson, the only British veteran of videoing children in America. In the centre, there's Professor Noel Sharkey, who's head of nuclear evil at Sheffield University. And on the right, there's Adam Harper, who is clinically insane.
Okay, I see why they've been locked away now. Don't worry too much about the judges anyway. They legit say nothing for the entire episode. But let's get ready to rumble!
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And they just sort of jab at each other for a bit.
The Nemesis boys all want to go.
The first fight comes to a close with the demonic Nemesis finally being brought down.
Roadblock is the winner! And how did it feel out there?
We absolutely loved it.
Next up are the two I don't care about.
Running away at the moment, there's Yoda from Star Wars. I knew he was in that team.
I have no idea what he means by that. Does he mean this guy? That's not very nice. Shouldn't be making fun of people's appearances. I can't. I can't in good conscience say what I think they look like.
And again!
Jesus, where did that go?
And the sergeant's lost his saw!
With that, Killertron wins the fight.
Do you think you can be ready for the final now?
Yeah.
Well, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The final fight between the road sign one and the old prospector one.
Tactics?
Straight in, straight out.
Oh boy, am I looking forward to this final. And I need to be about 500 miles away. Woo!
And with Roadblock claiming a decisive victory.
They're gonna flip him! No! It's all over! Roadblock the winners!
The first episode comes to a close. So, that was robotic warfare. It was alright, but I can't help but feel like I've seen all that it can offer in just one episode. Like, I'm not really sure how much more you could do with the concept, but I mean, the show lasted a fuck off amount of time, so clearly I must be wrong here. Anyway, having finished this episode, I can truly say that I've done my part for my country. Some serve the military, I watch 25-year-old episodes of game shows. This is truly what being British is all about. So, that'll be the end of the video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and be sure to check out my Patreon. You don't really want to leave my one single Patreon supporter all alone, do you? You could be like him, and for a low price, you'll get to know what videos are coming out each month in advance, and get credited at the end of every video. Go on, do it, do it, do it. Do it.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
They tell me your blue skies fade to grey. They tell me your passion's gone away. And I don't need no carrying up.